Nah, let's get on to AJ, that pussy. Nah, I'm joking, but I like AJ.
Yeah, let's hear it. You can go first.
Yeah. CE No Mac, you got the boys in the building. Occupied, I'm inside.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the AJ calamity and get people's view on it. Still,
why is it a calamity? Though?
Why is it a calamity?
Why do you feel it's a calamity?
Because he was ranked top 3?
Yeah.
Ruiz was ranked top what? Where was he ranked?
Is he even in the top 10?
I don't think he was even in the top 10. So if you get beaten by someone that's not in the top 10 and you're ranked practically number 1.
Was he like 33 or something? I can't remember.
I
just heard some random numbers to be
and you're ranked number 1. Let's be serious. People might say this time there was a lot of debates, but the fact
that anything outside top 10, realistically, even top 5.
My man had all the belts in it. Deontay had 1. He had 4. So or 3. Where WBA, WBO, IBF, IBO. So you had 4 belts, yeah. So you're practically number 1. So if you got beaten by someone that's even if number 11, even number 7, number 8, it's a calamity.
I don't think it's a calamity where if it's how he reacts to it. If he like the rematch and how he comes back, that's what I think. It's not, to me, it's not a calamity.
But no, I'm not saying. Listen, boxing is boxing.
He can still be great, innit?
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't be great. I don't think a loss is the end of the world for boxing. People feel like a loss is the end of the world for boxing. If a fight is a fight. If you analyze fights in the real world, it could go either way. Obviously, you're at more of an advantage because you're better. You're the better. But listen, all it takes is one split second, and the fight's over. And as we saw,
you're saying it like it's over for him. That's like
I never said. I said that fight. I said the AJ calamity in terms of the fight was a calamity. It was an upset. I could say AJ upset. Wherever it is.
Yeah. But certain like box professionals, they kind of said that they saw Anthony Joshua losing. Like
everyone's gonna say that.
No. I mean, like they said like that. Ruiz.
It would have been nice to hear them say that before that.
Yeah. Did you hear them say it before?
But before they were saying, where did they know that this guy from?
Yeah, I know.
Luis, who is this guy? Where they from?
Exactly. They were all saying that. His record was ridiculous.
I think he was unbeaten, or he lost 1 or something.
He
lost 1.
This record shit don't mean nothing
because you're fighting no one.
Yeah, you're fighting nobodies and records. People in boxing they build records to make it look good. There's a lot of boxers out there that have fight how many people. Alright, cool. I don't even have to. You don't have to say to yourself, "Oh, who are they fighting?" In terms of, the name. You don't have to worry about the name. Yeah. But in terms of who are they fighting with, some techers or some sort of boxing IQ or someone that's good in the ring that will give them a challenge. Majority, you can't name them, bro.
Me personally, I think it's positive on his career still.
The loss?
Yeah, because it's a learning curve, and it shows you how he deals with a loss, innit? And I want to see how he bounces back.
So how do you think he will do? Do you think
he dealt with it well? Like the way he dealt with it is like
he can only deal with it one way.
No, you have to.
No, but that's him though, isn't it?
That's him.
No, but he left the ring. Certain man don't deal with it well.
People are like he
did. He had the audacity to have an interview.
Yeah, like
when he had the post conference, which you're obligated to.
Because look at it this way. Remember, what's his name? John Tay Wilder had a fight with that Brazil guy. Brazil. And them two had a fight. And
guys, that's it's terrible.
When Wilder knocked him out and Wilder had his interview, when it came to Brazil having his interview, he's like, no, and just walked out the ring.
No, but Joshua, no.
Yeah, you're saying
no. But he still had the post. He still had the post interview at the end. Joshua, if you notice, he didn't really have much of an interview in the ring. He went on the mic and said, everyone give it up for Andy Ruiz. He said that to everyone. Everyone, he always bigs up the challenger and the thing. But if you notice, after the guy wanted to ask him questions, he's like, listen, he's the man, I'm going. I'm not staying. He just went. It's like
that's true though.
He controlled the narrative. They didn't let him come to him.
But that's I don't know. That's
smart. That's smart on his perspective.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
But really and truly though, isn't that just AJ being AJ though?
No, AJ.
I mean, like the winner. No, but the winner is supposed to talk though, isn't it? The loser isn't really supposed to talk because he's the big man in the fight. Yeah. Because he's the big man in the fight. They're coming to him to talk. It's like, he won though.
Yeah, he can
go talk to him. He's the winner.
The loser still has a conversation because at the end of the day, they still come to him and they ask him, why do you feel like you lost?
That's true. That's true. What was the order? What was the order?
It's supposed to be the winner.
The winner first. Did they go to the winner first?
They go to the winner.
Did they go to the winner first?
Yeah, but
I think they didn't.
No, they did go to Luiz first.
Did they go to Ruiz first?
They did go to Luiz first, and then Joshua interfered in Luiz thingy and
was
came
like
on the
big-
mic
oh, yeah, like
and
big
said
up, yeah,
he
yeah.
just kind of spoke.
Oh, so he was just
said
trying to get out. He was just trying to
because
duck.
he was trying to duck. So he handled that. He controlled the narrative there.
Yeah, but he didn't make no excuses, nothing. He just
No, I rate him. Like I rate.
Look at Adrian. What's his name? Adrian Broner.
AJ Bro didn't make no excuses. He figured he lost.
That's what I'm saying.
He lost the fight.
Setback about deluded. Setback
but-
about deluded and that. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Have you
crazy.
seen what he's been saying like recently? How he's
Still talking.
depressed and
Yeah, but he is. You can tell though.
he's been trying to not end his life, but he had an interview saying, "Raw, like he's not happy in his life."
Of course he's not.
got the money now, yes,
Nah,
but
that's-
But going back to our last one, you
yeah,
can tell.
that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but the money's not really doing his bit for him. Do you know what I'm saying?
But a man like that, you can tell though. You can tell
You
a
can
man
see
like
your
him.
money
You
from
see
an
it,
interview, innit?
It's still gonna just be self-destructive because he doesn't mentally. You can tell that he's not happy.
Yeah, you could tell that. Still,
Yeah.
you could tell that.
AJ is all good, man. I like the way he like certain man wouldn't deal with it like that.
Alright,
Certain
so
people wouldn't deal with
Do you
it.
think AJ can still put himself in a bracket of Deontay Wilder and
course.
flipping Tyson Fury?
Of course.
Not maybe.
You think so?
If he wins this next fight, if he wins.
So what if
this
he
next
loses? Do you think he's
fight, then
out
he's got
of that?
I wouldn't say he's out of it, but I say he's got he has to work his way back into it. Whereas I think if he wins
Like
this
Dylan
fight,
White, Dylan White lost, and now he's working his way back
I
up.
feel like Dylan White he was his own enemy at the beginning, and now he's kind of learning. Where everyone else, like Tyson, obviously he's just a natural born boxer, innit? So
Shout
he
out
kind of
Tyson
just
Fury.
punches his way up to the
Tyson,
top.
yeah.
He's fighting tonight
You know
as
what
well.
I'm saying?
Still.
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight
tonight,
against
yeah.
that German guy, innit?
That guy looks kind of dangerous though. Still.
He does.
Watch it, still.
But like Wilder, you know what I mean? These guys were a bit more business savvy and knew how to go about things, whereas White was just White.
I think he's getting there though.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's
Dylan
getting
White.
there.
Yeah,
He said he
Dylan
didn't have a
White's getting
nutritionist, bruv. Like, he didn't have a,
Dylan.
Yeah, he was just a fighter, innit? He's just a fighter, innit?
Chris Eubank didn't even have a trainer. Now that
That's
Chris Eubank's got a
South
trainer.
London
performing
I think he
like
saw
that.
the potential,
Junior,
so he got
Junior.
more
Yeah,
serious.
yeah.
Like he saw like, listen, I'm a serious fighter. Let me just take that. What's his
Take
name?
it serious now. No.
Try to take it serious. What's his name? That he knocked out.
Who?
Chisora.
Dillian.
So tried to take it. Yeah, like.
Chisora just wants a paycheck.
He's a fool.
Yeah.
But so you're saying, is it a positive when his career or negative? How do you see it? What do you see?
I
think a loss is always a positive for fighters.
Because he went down 4 times. He's never been down 4 times.
I don't think he's
Yeah.
been down more.
No,
Yeah,
but
more
he's
than
been down
3
4 times.
I ain't gonna lie, you realise what his chin was made of that day. So.
His chin, you get hit on the chin. Top of the
He
head.
got topped, yeah,
Top of the head. he got hit.
Toppled.
Then after, he's just like a hit from
Dazed,
everywhere.
yeah.
He gave up still. He gave up. I feel like he's kind of like, because he's away from like in America. I feel like
But it's
it's a away
sometimes.
fight. I thought he
do
felt
you know,
like nervous.
sometimes it's
as
not
well.
though.
my opinion.
You know, this thing is
I
Mexican.
think he lost.
American.
I think he
Is he
lost
from-
the
is he
fight
from
yeah
Mexico?
straight away.
He's a Mexican.
You see?
Does he live in Mexico?
Yeah, he's Mexican, but at
No,
the
does
same
he live in
time,
Mexico?
I think he does.
I'm not sure.
I think he does.
I think
Or
he
he lives
does.
in Florida.
if you see Joshua, all his fights, yeah, he will have like the post conference in it. I think that's what they call it, the just before the fight, the day before. You know, like the way.
Oh yeah.
the pre-thing.
Press
yeah.
the
If
press
you know-
conference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you notice beforehand, like he allowed man to hold the belt.
Oh, they were saying that.
That's what
It was
I'm
too
saying.
comfortable. Like, why give
Do
man
you know what I
the
mean?
belt?
Like, imagine you're giving someone your belongings. They're feeling more comfortable. Like, raw, this could be mine.
I feel like
Do you know what I'm saying?
Joshua.
And that's what you're working towards.
I feel like Joshua was just cool with him. Like,
but
think about
there's a
all
level-
the challenges that Joshua's had. Because the only other cool like challenger I think he's had was Klitschko. And Klitschko had the belts. It wasn't the other way around.
Yeah, but
And they was all going
But you-
to
but
going
Klitschko-
at football stadiums together.
But
doing the
Klitschko
whole-
wouldn't give him the belts because he knows that's just
You never
making
give
man
man your
hunger.
belts, G. You never give man
That's
your belts.
giving. That's giving you. That's
give
giving
man
something to work towards.
But AJ may have to like adjust his character, is what I think everybody is saying, innit? Because like he's too humble
You
sometimes.
see him adjust it after. Man swore twice in the
Isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, I
post
saw that
conference.
still.
Yeah.
shit happens and a bit more fucked up shit. I'm like, oh, AJ, This is what the White was talking about.
I ain't seen that energy.
White was saying, this is up front.
Yeah. That's your energy though, isn't it? That's your energy.
Seen that, bro. We've seen it.
But you know, at first I used to be like, no, at
What's
first I
that
used to
tune
be
that
like,
you got
yeah.
made?
Oh yeah, that was it.
Oh, wait,
Not about that life.
it's not about the belt. It's
Not about that life.
It's not about
that
the
life.
belt.
It's not about the belt. It's not about the belt. It's not about the belt.
It's not face. It's not.
It's not about the belt.
It's like that, bro.
No, but you see with Joshua, yeah, before I never used to really feel him or like him because he was too politically correct. Like I was like, listen, it's boxing. You're about to fight someone. You know what I mean? Like,
But
yeah, but
all this, and it's not him.
He's
It's
a
not
paper
him.
boy now, isn't it? Like
No, but
he's
it's
the
not-
face.
it's
He's
not
the face
him.
of UK kind
He's
of
the
thing.
face, man.
I get that. Obviously, I like authenticity in it. Like I understand you want to be the face in it, but be you at the same time. I understand, and when there's a time and a place for everything, but in certain in the conferences before the fights, you don't have to speak nice. You don't have to do all this stuff, and that's not. I want to say I don't know him personally, but for what I've seen, he has other sides to him, innit? But he suppresses it.
But he's humble.
But I've seen him have an interview and talk about his brand and stuff like that and his vision and all that. So I'm not mad at him, innit? I get it. but I just like a bit more authenticity.
It comes out now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it came out and it after.
You want it to come out all the time, that.
Yeah.
Now I don't want it to come out all the time, but when you got someone like Big Baby that's on, man. On you, like pushing you, talking about your mum and that.
That's the difference.
I liked him in that conference because he talked about, listen, I'm your landlord, yeah.
That's the difference.
I pay your rent. I was like, yeah, I like stuff like that.
That's the difference. This is where he gains more fans. Like we see Big Baby chatting all this rubbish. He don't gain no fans like that.
No, but you talk about being politically correct, and that's why he does it to be likable. Yeah, I'm trying to say to you, you can be likable regardless.
No, but you're more.
Because everyone is understanding. You know.
But then, alright, cool. Come. Go back to the Big Baby thing. So if he lost to him, it would have been much worse because of the whole confrontation.
If he lost to him, then.
Career could be.
But the thing is, that's what's funny though about boxing though. Sometimes you're training for especially in situations like this where you train for one person.
Yeah,
your training camp was to train for one person, and then you have to shift it to train for someone else. But you have to because I think because Baby's a big boy, innit? Miller's a big boy, so he probably would have to put on a bit of weight, make sure that his punches are heavier to make sure he can knock him out. But then Ruiz isn't as big as him, like, you know what I mean?
But
so they're all heavyweights, don't get me wrong, they're all heavyweights.
It's like you're adapting to...
So you adapt to who you're boxing for,
Was he training for Duppy, though? Because... Did you see the fact? Bruv, he was like... I don't understand the technique he went in there with, like...
No. He still knocked him, but I think that confidence might have got him a bit...
back out like 20 seconds later. Did you see when he looked at the referee?
Yeah, no.
You know what? I don't think he realised he punched that hard, though. I don't think he realised that Ruiz's techers are so good.
It's tight.
You've lost! Like, you should have...
Ruiz has got techers, though.
He should have... The problem, he
in that video?
He should have done his research.
What's happening here?
But maybe he did or maybe he didn't, but...
I said, what's going on?
I don't know. He went into the exchange with Ruiz and Ruiz came out.
Yeah.
At all times, innit?
He came out worse. Like every time I saw him hit Ruiz and he thought he had like a bit of space, he was going in and coming out worse than he went in.
I thought that he was. I thought that he had the reach, he had the height advantage. I thought he was just gonna kind of keep him at bay, slow him down, then knock him out.
And when he's ready,
that's what I thought.
That's
what I thought he was gonna do. I know Ruiz is quite quick. He closes the gap quite quickly.
Yeah, he tried.
Same what?
You can see him trying to jab my man. And even his trainer kept on saying, jab, keep him at distance. But
the way he knocked out Brazil, he couldn't.
I
don't know why was it? I don't know. It's very difficult because I want to give ratings to Ruiz because he's a good puncher.
Yeah, for real.
He's a good puncher. He's got good techniques. He's quicker than everybody. Than he looks.
He's quick.
Yeah, he's quicker than he looks.
He's very good at. He's very good inside.
You can kind of say that he's the better boxer now. Technically, yeah.
And he's tight. His punches are really tight.
Everyone's speaking. Go ahead.
No, his punches are really tight. Like, he doesn't like once he gets inside, it's almost like he doesn't. I don't know. It's like his arms seem like they're quite short, and he gets around. Like it's very weird. It's a very weird style.
He works it well.
He's
very quick.
Yeah, that's right. He throws combos.
The problem that Joshua was having is he weren't utilising the ring the way Ruiz was.
Yeah.
Like he was coming. Like
it's Ruiz, you know.
Yeah,
Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Yeah.
I don't say Ruiz.
I don't even say Ruiz the whole time.
I say Ruiz all the time. I know it's Ruiz because of whatever. And you see the R in it. Did you watch the fight?
No, highlights.
Oh, cool with it. So
you saw the highlights.
I watched the whole thing. I watched this. I saw the night he got knocked out, and then I watched the rest of it in HD. Obviously, the quality went with that. But yeah, man, my man, he would never use the ring. Yeah. Ruiz was closing him down. You could see that
the pressure. You could see pressure.
And then he started to look fatigued after like round 4. I was like
you said, he trained for someone else. He think it was gonna be that fast paced.
Do you think?
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm thinking.
Do you think the muscle really pays off? Like how much muscle he's got in him, how much fat and everything.
Definitely
gives you.
It definitely does.
But then, who weighed more in the fight? Was it Root?
I think it was Joshua that weighed more.
I swear.
You remember, muscle and fat is different.
No, I know.
Yeah, muscle weighs more. Plus, he's taller as well.
The advantage is that Joshua
had more oxygen to muscle, innit?
He didn't use it. He didn't use his advantage.
Yeah, he had to change the whole style of the fight.
Well, he got knocked out in the 3rd round. When you talk about stamina, fam, you're supposed to train. It's 12 rounds. If you ain't got stamina in the first half of the thing.
But that we just said, he was training for a different... Big Baby Miller's not going to move him.
And the next...
but
that's my point,
Yeah, but you can't use that as an excuse.
I'm not using that as an excuse.
Exactly. He had the same time.
Ruiz had the same time in Ruiz.
But Ruiz is a bit more...
But Ruiz doesn't have to... I mean, like, because of his shape and what he's like...
We're saying there's only one way you can fight.
Not there's only one way, but I think, like, it's probably easier to train for someone like that. I mean, like, being quite big... like AJ is. He's tall. Was he 6'4"?
6'4",
6'5" or whatever it is. He's a tall guy. So now I mean, like Miller was reasonably big too. I think he was about 6'3", 6'4" as well. So he's punching straight. It's almost like when what's his name was fighting Value with. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
And he had to train to punch upwards. Value was like what 6'9" or some shit, 6'8". So you have to train. Imagine he was training. Like his whole training thing was to training how to punch upwards. So we're training the whole time, and then like, oh no, we're not fighting him no more. You got like 3 months or whatever it is
Get your cardio
to fight somebody else.
Yeah. How short was Takam?
No, remember, Baby Miller is not known for. He doesn't.
We're not talking about. I'm talking about. He's talking about the difference in.
I'm talking about
punching down or punching someone that's a bit. I'm saying Takam. I'm pretty sure he's faced short people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was.
That.
But then even that's when he broke his nose. He got his nose broken or whatever, innit?
Ooh, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like even him, like he had to come inside. Like he had to come inside now because his arms were shorter. So that's why he got his nose broken because he hit him with the head, didn't it? When he came inside to get Joshua, it was easier for Joshua to keep him further at bay. But because he's a bigger guy, he was like Takam was bigger, wider. He wasn't as quick as Ruiz. But Ruiz is just a bit of an anomaly though, because he's not.
Yeah, that's what.
You know what I mean? Like
he was a better boxer on the
big,
day.
but
we can agree on that.
Yeah, no doubt.
But he was a heavy hitter.
Yeah. So, but I think he shocked everybody. I didn't think. I knew he was a good puncher because I saw Instagram videos. And I saw right, he could knock man out. He's quicker than I thought. Like his punches are quicker, but I didn't realize he could close the gap so quick. I thought AJ would be able to keep him away.
I think Ruiz had
but he closed the gap really quick, and it was difficult.
Going, though, he had he was more hungry. He was hungry.
Do you know why I feel like my man closed the gap as well? Because Joshua, he's not a man that's trying to get man out of the ring as soon as possible. He's a man that's trying to wear you down, and he don't mind going 12 rounds of just jabbing, hooking, all that stuff. He don't mind that. Whereas you got people like Wilder that's going in and trying to take off your head from the start.
From the beginning,
Joshua's not that sort of fighter, innit?
Yeah.
So do you think for Joshua that's a disadvantage?
Yeah, it's against someone like Ruiz because Ruiz, someone like Ruiz, he's going in there and he's not gonna let you dictate the
pace
fight.
of the game.
When man went in there against someone like Parker. Let him dictate it. Povetkin kind of let him dictate it. Most of the time, Joshua's used to dictating the fight. And when you got someone that switches the script on your head, and you have to switch up everything on the spot, and you don't have that much experience because he's only had 20-something fights.
Yeah,
it's hard to switch up on the spot. That's why every time he went back to his corner, he kept on asking, "What do I do? What's going on? He's doing this. What did I get hit with?" Everything was questions. Like he wasn't.
Especially getting hit in the top of the head as well.
Yeah,
I think that's. I mean, if you get hit in your chin, that's one thing. Like it's like that.
Your brain.
That's circuitry, innit? But when your head like hits your skull, like when your brain hits your skull and stuff, like that's like disorientation, like real disorientation.
Joshua can't take bang though. Joshua can't take bang.
No, but he's recovered. He's recovered from punches to the face. Getting punched to the face is different from getting punched to, like, say, the temple or the head.
Ruiz got banged in the face. Some of the punches Ruiz was taking, man just took it and firmed it. You know.
But then Mexicans are about that life.
No, but there's a lot of other boxers. Even Germans. Some Germans are like that. Even Tyson, he's British, can take it.
He's
Joshua now, think about it.
You can't train your chin, innit?
That's what I'm saying. You don't have a. That's what I'm saying. You don't have a chin. White touched him. He was dazed. The White couldn't finish it. Povetkin touched him. He was dazed. Klitschko put him on his ass. Like, every time he gets like a clean, he's down or he's dazed.
I've said that I don't think his defense is.
I'm saying, even the things, why was
he's not even good at defense.
Why was he holding?
I think that's his biggest thing.
I'll say, why was he holding? He
what?
wasn't trying to recover. He wasn't holding.
He tried to hold him, but listen, when you're on the inside, you know, you're forgetting people box on the inside.
Where's the jab?
People are trained when you hold, man. Remember, your body's kind of vulnerable.
If you rock me, I'm holding you.
Yeah, you hold me, but before they break it up, I want to get a couple. I want to get a couple shots
like,
to your body. And as soon as I get the shots to the body, your arms are starting to drop.
Saying,
so that don't really help.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Alright, cool. You see what you lot are saying? Do you lot think like the whole thing? How apparently you got knocked out the day before?
Concussion.
In the whole concussion.
Oh,
do you think
sparring?
With a sparring partner and all of his dad coming in and stuff like that. Do you believe?
Oh, his dad wanted to stop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
His dad didn't want him to fight. Apparently. Do you believe all of that, or do you think that's just?
If you've chosen to go in the ring, I don't need to hear anything else. That's the end of that, innit? You chose to go in the ring knowing you had a concussion. You chose to go in the ring. When you step in that ring, everything that happened prior, I don't really give a monkey's, fam. You feel like you're fit enough. If he stepped in that ring, he feels like he can win it. No fighter that has 4 titles.
But are you allowed to?
bruv. And then you, of course,
Can you cancel the fight before?
I don't know, innit?
I don't know.
You can.
But
you
he
can.
probably
You can. I think you can, but there has to be reason. I mean, like lots of people like they break something while.
So
but
they do that a couple weeks or in advance, innit? Like if they
the day before.
Hey done that, innit? Hey called off a fight.
So if the panic attack was true, could he call off the fight, or you had to do it?
Panic attack. You better get your ass in the ring, fam. About panic attack, fam.
No,
Concussion. He said he got concussed by his flipping sparring partner.
If you had a real concussion, I'm pretty sure you could call it off for a concussion.
Something like that. Or he came to the ring late because of panic attack.
Could you call off the fight?
Safety, innit?
Not a panic attack.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe you had to.
Because you're what, getting nervous and you're panicking.
That's what I'm saying. But you had to do it anyway. You couldn't call it off. So you said you had to get it.
Maybe he might have wanted to, but it's his character not to give up. No one will actually know the story.
Yeah, but we could debate that forever.
And what did he say in the press conference when they asked him
He's
this
not
stuff?
going to make an excuse.
He said
no excuses.
No excuses. So therefore, why are we trying to make excuses for him, bro? He got in that ring.
I'm saying, was it a factor though? Like maybe
was it a factor?
It could possibly.
He didn't look the same.
Do you know what happened in Ruiz's camp? We don't know. Everyone's going to Joshua. Ruiz could have been
talking about the rumours that was said, fam. We're discussing what people are saying.
Listen, everyone's going to have rumours because of it's Joshua, isn't it? As soon as he loses, everyone's going to have some sort of...
It's an upset, and people just want... At the end of the day, it sells papers, it puts people on blogs. Whatever happened before, it's going to have people talking.
Did he look the same? Like, this is what people...
Did he look the same?
Do you believe in that?
Yeah, I think when he went in that ring, he looked like normal Joshua. I reckon as soon as he started to get pressured, he looked baffled.
He looked the same to me.
He did.
What did he look different?
His energy. He didn't. Personally, he didn't like it.
He was throwing jabs. What energy did he have?
From when he came into the ring, he didn't look like he was up for it.
Yeah, like he didn't want to fight. Like
that's my. I personally think he didn't look like he was up.
He didn't want to.
I don't know, man. I think because it's such an upset and nobody really saw it coming. Everybody's looking at like minute things and thinking that
his neck massage and
it was serious. I don't know about.
So they get loosened up.
He looked the same to me when he done the ring entrance.
Looked the same to me.
He looked serious in the face. He looked like normal Joshua. That's how Joshua normally comes to the ring. Look serious, doing all this, nudging everyone and going in, doing. He always that. Fam, that's what everyone does, bro.
He got a massage in it, like.
He got a massage.
Kind of tight in that. He don't look in his face. It's like he didn't want to just like, oh, let's get over it done with. Even in the fight, look like that.
Yeah, but what about if it was like when you're? It's a thing where you're looking past Ruiz now. Like you're a boxer. You're like, I was supposed to fight Baby Miller. I know I got to fight. Wilder at some point or Tyson. This one was booked, so let me just get through.
That's what I'm saying.
There could be bare reasons behind it.
Yeah, so I mean, like we can't
actually justify any of it.
It seemed like he was.
This is what I'm trying to say to you.
Possibly, but I mean, like that's on him, innit?
That's what I'm saying.
That's on him.
You know, some people like say, like for example, on his Joshua's off day, he should have been.
He should still be. Yeah.
I don't think Ruiz is that bad. Ruiz has lost one
fight. I hear.
No one thinks he's bad now, innit? I'm saying.
No, but I mean, like, if
no, I hear you. Like that's like saying like,
come on,
Man United's off day, they should beat Liverpool.
It should beat Liverpool.
It's not Liverpool.
Yeah, Ruiz can't be Liverpool.
I'm trying to.
Do you want to agree with that?
Yeah.
Well, United
should it be Liverpool on off day?
United had bare off days.
I was gonna give that analogy.
No, it was
why you say Chelsea
on your day, innit?
Why you say Chelsea?
Why would he say Chelsea?
Why you say
champions?
Why do you support Chelsea?
It's an analogy.
What I'm saying is, yeah,
any team.
What I'm trying to say is, yeah, listen,
Here we go.
No, but Chelsea. You don't support Chelsea.
Why do you
Chelsea got no
Why is that involved me?
Are you Liverpool?
Yeah, it's for Liverpool.
That's why they won. You can't say that to them. So why are you debating it?
Why are you involving me? Why are you involving Man United?
I say why are you involving me like it's Man United?
I'm saying you could make any team. You could have done any team.
You don't like it?
Tottenham, Arsenal. Why not that?
I'm saying you're not feeling it.
Fam, you can't.
What are you saying?
You can't say Tottenham, Arsenal. It has to be someone in the top flight to someone that's coming in.
No, he's trying to say that we're not as good as.
No, but you get the point. You get the point.
Like United on an off day should be MK Dons, but they didn't that time.
No. He's saying.
You know what I mean?
He's saying no. That's not the analogy. No, that's not the analogy.
No, but I hear what you're saying. He's right.
No, but it's on off day.
Ruiz is not MK Dons. Listen, I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not saying that he was a bad fighter. I'm not saying nothing about him because I didn't know much about him until I heard the opponent and I looked him up. But I'm saying prior to that, my man, the rankings, he was never mentioned. The big fight, fam, I didn't know.
Did he go to body? He didn't even go to the body.
Who didn't go to the body?
Josh.
It's hard for someone that's 6'4" to go to someone that's like. It's hard for him to go. He'll leave himself open. He would have to come close and try to go to his body.
He probably got scared.
But you don't even want to get close to this guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So to go to his body is
I think he's quicker than Joshua.
Quick.
He's quicker than Joshua.
Throw like 5 bangs.
Do you know what it was? Ruiz is like pros and cons in it. Ruiz knew how to use his pros and cons, and Joshua kind of. You know what I mean? Used his height and that.
It's a difficult
I think it showed his inexperience, innit? Like a lot of the fights he's had, I want to say worked into his favor, but he was able to like fight his fight.
They worked into
this one,
40-year-olds and stuff like that.
Well, Klitschko's still a world class fighter.
So what?
I know he's older.
So what do you think? So what do you think he has to do to win back his titles? Like what? Change his whole style?
He has to beat.
I think he has to change his whole style. I think he should just adjust. This is what I think. That's the thing about winning. You sometimes you don't learn enough from winning, but you learn a lot from losing.
Yeah.
So now you can look at your flaws and see watch the tape. What was going wrong? I've said for ages.
Everything went wrong.
I've said for ages his defense is terrible, isn't it? I think his not his chin.
But his chin, he does change that. Though.
I mean, he doesn't block much. He gets hit. Like he doesn't sway much.
Yeah,
but it's like he's slow.
I'm about to say he does block here, but he's very just.
Yeah, like he's
naive
not.
with it.
He doesn't weave much.
That's what he does. And you could get hit from.
Like I don't think his defense is very good, and fighting someone that's short and quick like that exposed.
You better win the rematch.
That kind of comes with his opponents, though, innit? His opponents ain't really targeting him too tough at certain aspects. You know what I'm saying only Perfecting really gave him a bit.
A lot of his opponents ain't really been that quick either, and that throw. Like
power or something,
power punches.
But I think like a lot of his other fighters were like similar to him as well. Like who was really coming on the inside as quickly as Ruiz.
Yeah, he hasn't come up against
Klitschko plays outside like him.
I did have enough time.
Povetkin came in a bit and tried to but he kept
a bit of power. Kind of.
Yeah, but I mean like AJ did well because he played that fight really well. Parker was. I mean. Brazil just got beat up for fucking 10 rounds or whatever it was.
He's unprepared, isn't it? I think he's unprepared.
Yeah, the loss will help him. I think the loss will help him. It will make him adjust his style.
What do you mean by he's unprepared though?
Like, because remember he's back.
Because of the whole
the Miller thing changed.
So then
this guy's good boxer. Let's not he's not.
This fight he should win. He should win back his title.
Let's not say he's crap.
So you're saying this fight he should win back his title?
Is he going straight into the rematch?
Is
he going straight into the rematch, or does he have another fight?
Straight
into the rematch.
He has more time to prepare now, so he knows what he's in there. Look at the tapes.
I'll tell you right now, I don't think it's going to be as easy as even if he has all that time to prepare.
I think it'll be
there's one thing preparing in the gym and one thing getting in the ring with someone that.
Did you have time to prepare?
How much time did you have in the camp? How much time did Ruiz have? 5 weeks. They both had 5 weeks.
Understand? He's preparing.
And on top of that, let's be serious. Joshua picked him. Let's not forget that.
It's underestimated.
Let's not actually not forget that. Ruiz never picked Joshua. Joshua picked this guy. He could have picked anyone.
That's what I'm saying. Underestimated.
He picked this guy, right?
Yeah, he's underestimated.
And I wouldn't say backfired, but
it didn't work out. Kind of.
I'm pretty sure he must have thought he had something in his archives or his arsenal to beat my man.
That's probably his camp. It's probably his camp, not him. It's probably his camp.
Fam, his camp told him a lot of things.
Yeah, no, obviously he can't be the boxer. I want that. The camp. They probably thought it's the safest fight.
My thing is, he needs to win this rematch.
He has to.
And because I don't even say he just has to win it, man.
I just think it makes his brand stronger though. His brand is very strong.
He has to win it to be in the same bracket. I know Wilder and Fury, them are in their own kind of bracket right now, but technically it's them three that's got the bracket.
Who's got the strongest brand? Do you think?
Joshua definitely got the strongest brand.
Yeah,
he's built his brand properly.
He's working on it. He's been working on it.
This loss has it helped?
I think
it most probably has.
I don't think it's helped or not helped his brand. His brand remains the same.
It's just.
I think it's helped because of the loss. Everyone now wants to see how he's gonna get back into the ring and if he's gonna perform well, if he's gonna be negative.
The only thing I don't feel like it's made a difference on his brand now. I think the defining point is what happens in this next fight. Because as much as we say, it's boxing, people lose, and cool, I get that. I'm not fussed about that myself as a boxing fan. But in terms of brand and sponsors and stuff like that,
I'm talking about him as a even
person.
when he had the conference with Babe Miller, I read comments as I didn't know this guy was that humble and this, that, and what. He has a new fan now. You know what I'm saying? It's a different view of him. You have new people I didn't know. Look at you.
I still don't.
I mean, that's part of his thing of going over in America anyway.
But I said if he didn't lose, you wouldn't know how he would be in defeat. You might think,
exactly.
So I feel like it's strengthened him as even as a person, and people how they see him, he's humble. He didn't make no excuses. He didn't say, you know what I'm saying? That's cleared all the rumours, everything, done his own video, everything.
That's Joshua though. So
it doesn't have to be him.
That's why I said I don't feel like he's gonna make it bad or worse, he is who he is. So as long as he don't change, his brand is gonna remain the same, innit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I think he needed this loss for us to see him in this light, innit? I don't know.
We've always seen him in this.
I've always
never
lost.
In terms of how he reacts to losing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I personally think he needed a loss.
You better win the rematch.
Because like I said, his defense is too poor. His defense is just too weak. I feel like someone was gonna open him up. Someone, I didn't think it would be Ruiz.
No, but it's.
I knew someone was gonna open him up. His defense was good enough.
AJ wins now. He kind of has to fight Fury or Wilder.
Because if he was quicker,
he kind of has to.
He would be mad dangerous. He's not that quick.
Yeah.
Speed is
but he's in a record books.
I mean,
I know he's a big guy. I get it. He's a big guy. It's not easy for him to.
He's in the record
books,
so he's alright.
Who?
Joshua.
You're in the record books regardless. From when you got the titles, your name goes down in the record.
No, I mean like he's in Mexican history.
Yeah.
Man said Mexican history. Oh shit.
Mexican history still.
Anyway, we'll see, man. We'll see about this. This next fight is going to be a definitive fight for him.
They say they won it in London, didn't they? Won it
So like Tuesday, let's just wrap it up. So what do you think? Do you think he's going to win the next fight? We'll just end it with that.
There's no choice.
Do you think he's going to win the next one? Like the rematch?
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, I hope he does. I hope he does for the big fight's sake, man.
You want to see what the Wilder?
I want to see Wilder Joshua.
You know it is. I believe he can win the next fight. You know why I tell you that? Because when he knocked out Ruiz, if he went about it differently after and stopped trying to get into the battle and head to head with Ruiz, I feel like things would have panned out differently. But I feel like he kept on going into the battle and coming out worse off.
Yeah.
And I feel like that hit on the head kind of just threw him off completely.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he was in a clear head and he goes in with a better strategy, he has a better chance of winning.
I agree with that.
Yeah, he just has to dictate the match like he's been doing.
It wasn't match management. That was what threw him off, because if after he knocked him down, instead of going inside, he should have just still kind of like just peppered him down and
he should have just kept on
jabbing him just doing what he was doing, and do what he was doing instead of. I think you know what I also thought might have flopped him. I think like because Wilder literally just knocked out my man Brazil with that one punch in it. So it's almost like he had to be in the States and like make a big.
Because that was quite soon before.
Yeah, it was literally like about 3 weeks or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was.
He was saying that he wants to win and win convincingly, and
But there you go, and I think like maybe that's what threw him off, because that's what we're talking about, the fight. Like, you know what I mean? He didn't manage the fight well enough.
Yeah, he didn't manage.
But it's almost like if I was to just beat him down, it's not really as explosive as like what Wilder did like a week ago or whatever it was. So maybe he had that in the back of his mind, thought like, all right, he's down, I'm gonna finish him off now. But then it all went wrong. And then like he got that big hit, and it just kind of all went wrong.
And he used to try not to get hit.
That was his corner game plan. That was like his mental game plan. Like
I think there's just like we were saying, all the stuff that might have happened in the dressing room or in the sparring or whatever. All of these different things may have played a part. But I feel and like Wilder knocking out my man, how he knocked him out, because you got the Americans saying this is, and then what and what's his name took 8 rounds to knock this guy out. Wilder hits him with like 2 punches and he's out.
Joke.
Yeah, it's a joke thing, isn't it? But I think like that might be in the back of his mind, isn't it? Maybe he just wasn't focused on what he's supposed to be doing. Plus, looking past Ruiz, underestimating him. Plus, like all of these different things, just adding on, just added up.
AJ, win the next one, man. Rematch.
Yeah. And he can win the next one. But like,
what do you think he'll have to win convincingly to?
I think a win is a win.
Just win.
I think he needs to
just move like Mayweather.
But the thing is, Joshua's always had that mentality. So I don't know. Maybe it might have changed, like he's saying, because all the other factors. But I feel like Joshua, whenever he boxes, he just wants to win. He don't all of this stuff about knockout. If he gets it, he gets it. I feel like he's always been like a smart and controlled in terms of that aspect. That fight, he was a bit off. Yeah. I feel like you're saying, I don't feel like he's been hit and constantly been hit.
Have you said he looks alright?
Huh?
You said he was calm.
What do you mean calm?
Everything's fine, he said.
No, I said I said he looked alright in the beginning, but when he got hit, he was a totally different man. Because remember, when he knocked my man out first. No, listen.
Can't take hits.
I understand he can't take hits, but I feel like when he got hit, it threw him off. Like, threw him off his game plan in the ring. Because you hear boxers say this all the time. There's one thing training, there's one thing but when you're inside the ring...
So you never recovered from the hit? That's what they say. He didn't recover from the hit.
You could say that, but yeah.
Because he might have been a little concussed, isn't he? No, I mean like from the hit.
After that he was concussed.
No, what I'm saying is that that's what I was saying earlier. Like if you're getting punched in your face, like if you get hit in the chin, fair enough. Like like, you know, the circuitry to your brain kind of switches off, whatever. When you get hit in your head here, that's like being in a car crash.
Yeah,
when you hit your head, that's when you're like dazed for a while, and your eyes are a bit shifty and all. Like that's he might have had a mild concussion from the hit.
At that point,
when Ruiz hit him, I'm saying because he got hit in his head.
I think you meant from before, but the rumor.
No, not rumor thing. I mean, like when he's actually in the ring and getting concussed. So if he got hit in his face, he might have been a bit better. But he got hit in his head.
Have you seen Thingy do that though? Have you seen Triple G do that? Even Triple G.
Yeah, Triple G does the overhead thing.
And then when he does that, normally the. Bro, people's defense is all off.
It's all off. They're like, raw.
They get left open, innit?
Yeah.
So
Triple G does
it. It's a dangerous spot.
That's what I think he done, isn't it?
Not even that's
Triple G did it the other day.
Yeah,
literally, like
he does that on top quite a lot.
It's a goal.
Well, hopefully Joshua does it.
Be Undertaker.
Huh?
Hopefully he does it still.
No, hopefully.
I didn't see that, bro.
Hey, that man.
I'm not an enemy. I'm not an AJ.
I didn't see that.
You know, he's banged head on the door.
I like him. Like,
so when he banged it now, he's got concussing it. You're not supposed to. He's banged it back in the day.
Yeah, done.
Get to back Goldberg. That's how I took it.
I was
right over him.
Now to that concussion thing. Relates to the concussion.
Goldberg.
Yeah, they wrestled Undertaker.
Oh, I heard about that. He landed his head, innit?
Yeah, and that.
Cool. So what was you saying? What's the wrap up? Are we gonna win it? Is you reckon gonna win?
AJ, I think he can win it if he can manage to fight well.
No, but then it got thrown off. So obviously we just do a quick edit. Let's go around.
It depends.
Why you trying to fight, man, fam?
No, I thought we ended it there.
We done it.
We did end it, but then it span off like.
But it's done. We edited it.
Say that.
Yeah, that's it. I love that. End it on the same that. I love that. That was dope.